You've joined us on 2 Sharp with ET. I'm Nisha Podar, and this is the best use of 5 minutes of your time to understand top two businesses and news developments today. So, top stories today: the world will grow at its slowest ever rate since 2008, according to World Bank, and Trump tariffs are to be blamed for it. Closer home, the government is now taking cognizance of the quick commerce industry and possible dark patterns. The World Bank, in its latest report, predicts global growth to slow to 2.3% in 2025, marking the slowest pace since 2008 outside of the recession years. Now, the culprit of this, Donald Trump's sweeping tariffs and also rising global trade barriers. Now, the report attributes a broad based slowdown to erratic trade policies, rising protectionism that we have seen, and also uncertainty in global policy coordination. Now, growth forecasts have been downgraded in 70% of the economies, and the first 7 years of the 2020s are on track to become the slowest decade of growth since the 1960s. So, World Bank has reduced its global GDP growth projection from 2.7% forecasted in January to 2.3% and expects only modest recoveries of 2.4% in 2026 and 2.6% in 2027. So, US growth has been revised sharply downwards to 1.4% in 2025, nearly half of 2024's pace. The bank says Trump's all fronts tariff war has eroded business confidence, hurt investment, and also made supply chains unpredictable. Canada, under Prime Minister and former central banker Mark Carney, delayed its spring budget due to tariff disputes with the United States. UK has signed a fast track tariff deal, but critics really argue that it favors American exporters and undermines the local jobs. China's growth is forecast to dip to 4.5% in 2025 amid the drag from tariffs, a collapsing property market, as well as also demographic headwinds. Europe, let's talk about that. That is expected to expand by just 0.7% this year as tariff uncertainty deters investment as well as dampens the exports. India, it's still a bright spot, but with a cut, says World Bank. So back home, let's talk about India, and it remains the fastest growing major economy, but even that engine is losing some momentum now. The World Bank has cut India's FY26 growth forecast to 6.3% from earlier, you'll remember, 6.7%, citing weaker exports and rising global uncertainty. FY27 growth is expected to be at 6.5%, a decrease of 0.2 percentage points from the previous year. Still, the Reserve Bank of India, you'll remember, retained its forecast at 6.5% for FY26 after a surprise half point rate cut last week. So, the South Asia region, led by India, is expected to slow slightly to 5.8% in this particular year. Now, per capita income growth in India remains robust, and nearly 270 million Indians were lifted out of extreme poverty, and that's a good news. And this has happened between 2011 and 23. World Bank's has also summed it bluntly that the world has missed its soft landing. If there's no course correction, the damage to living standards will be deep. There's a big warning coming in from World Bank. The center is now stepping up its oversight of quick commerce platforms after food safety violations were reported back to back in Blinkit as well as Zepto dark stores in Mumbai and Pune. Now, Food Safety and Standards Authority will now conduct surprise inspections nationwide, is what has been reported, and the agency, which operates under the Ministry of Health, discovered expired goods as well as poor hygiene during the recent raids, resulting in the suspension of these licenses. Now, the senior officials told ET that the government is responding to a surge in complaints from the consumers and also the food brands. Many have raised concerns about the unsafe storage and handling at these warehouses. Now, this authority, FSSAI regulations, now require e-commerce firms to ensure a minimum shelf life of 30% or at least 45 days before expiry for all derived or delivered products. Now, quick commerce companies say that they comply with these rules, but the concerns go beyond food safety. Now, these platforms are also under scrutiny for using dark patterns. These include deceptive app design elements such as fake urgency alerts, hidden fees, as well as confusing subscription terms. Just last month, Union Minister Prahlad Joshi met with representatives of most of these companies from Swiggy, Zomato, Blinkit, even Big Basket, Tata, 1MG, Ola, Rapido, all of them put together. Well, companies have been directed to conduct self-audits and also eliminate such practices within 3 months. India's quick commerce sector has experienced rapid growth. There were approximately, remember, 1,800 dark stores at the end of fiscal year 2024. That number now has surpassed 4,000 and is expected to even exceed 5,000 by the end of financial year 2026. Now, with this scale comes increased accountability, and the government has made it clear that further lapses will invite serious consequences. All right, on that note, it's a wrap on the Economic Times. It's goodbye from me, but do stay tuned to ET Digital.